Okay, brilliant. Listening is a superpower, really. And in the previous session, we were like just looking at a wonderful listening model, and also what it feels like to be in a safe space, and what it feels like to not be in a safe space. We get triggered and we move into that fight, flight, or freeze response. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time we want to talk, right? Talking. Talking is like a big thing for us. We have peace talks and we have talk shows. But what about peace listens? Wouldn't that be better? Where leaders truly started to listen to each other. Peace listens. What about listen shows instead of talk shows? Right? I think that the art of listening is something underrated and hasn't been taught very well. So let's not assume that, oh, listening, I know, I know what it's all about. Let's assume that we don't. If somebody's truly listened to, that's where magic starts to happen. There's the wonderful documentary called Meeting the Enemy, White Right. And it was produced by a lady called Dia Khan. So Dia was being threatened by white supremacists, and her life, she was getting death threats. She was reporting on the movement of white supremacists, and obviously they were feeling threatened. So Dia decided to actually go into their home to ask them first, can I come and interview you and hear your story? And most of them said yes. She took a film crew into the home of the white supremacist and started talking about their life and their actions and why they do things. And eventually they got to a place where they fell in love with Dia. Not romantically, but they just trusted her. They called her friend. And then she said to them, would you kick me out of your country because I'm brown? Would you exile me? Would you throw stones at me? Would you attack me in the street? And they said, no, dear, we would never do that. We love you. We trust you. You're an amazing person. And what happened with those white supremacists is they started to leave their organizations because they realized that they were living a contradiction, because they got to know Dia. And all that Dia did was listen to their story. You see the power in that? So listening doesn't really require two people to do it well. It actually, to come to a place of yes in a negotiation or a meeting, it's just for one person to do it really well. If a tree falls in the forest and there's no one to hear it, does it make a sound? Oh, that one's going to get you. That one's going to get you. So if you are busy multitasking and you're not really listening to me, do I actually exist? Am I actually talking? Funny one. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll jump into the next one now.